How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over some advanced hitting tips for when you have a good matchup against a pitcher. This is the switch hitting event, so for the most part we are going to have a righty on lefty or a lefty on righty matchup. I'm going to go ahead and hide my face cam so you can see the PCI feedback on these swings. I am still going to include some highlights from the opponent and some of their good swings and talk a little bit about that as well. This is going to be an analysis, a breakdown of trying to figure out what's going on in this game in terms of hitting and where you can really have some success with certain PCI placement, where to kind of sit in a specific location when you notice your opponent is going to that location quite a bit. Similar things to what I've talked about previously, but we're going to just try and break it down into more examples. So here the opponent was able to swing early enough, had a perfect feedback. It was a no-doubter with Eddie Matthews, hit that slider on the inside corner out for a home run. And this opponent is going to go ahead and tie the game up. I actually hit the next batter with the bases loaded, so that tied up the game at 3. Next inning, we have 2 guys on base. I'm really looking for a pitch over the middle of the plate. I'm constantly looking for mistake pitches, and I'm trying to square it up. The times when I don't have a lot of success at the plate is when I'm just barely off the ball, whether it's with my timing, whether it's with my PCI. How comfortable I am at the plate really determines all of those things. Sometimes when I'm moving around the PCI quite a bit, depending on the difficulty I'm playing on, I am used to the sensitivity, and sometimes I am just off the ball and I'm not getting that sensitivity down all the way. So that's why I'm moving the PCI as much as I can before the pitch is coming in. I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to move it to different zones of the plate, different zones of the strike zone, so that way I can kind of figure out how I'm going to get my barrel of the bat to the ball in a certain location. So in this situation, we end up winning the game on a pickoff play. I thought that was pretty interesting. Figured out to include that. But for the most part in this game so far, I have hit a lot of home runs. I've also given up quite a few home runs. In this event, with the most recent patch, we are going to give up tons of runs. I've been averaging, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 runs given up per game in these 3-inning games. So with that being said, I have to focus on hitting at the plate. I have to go with the pitch. In this specific situation, I felt like I was starting to get the timing down a little bit better. I was able to go with the away pitch and also pull the inside pitch if I noticed that it was a fastball on the inside corner. Now, some of these games I did play on a live stream, and some of these games I played off stream. So why I'm mentioning that is because sometimes when I'm streaming the game, I am so focused on the chat, I'm so focused on interacting with everybody and trying to have great conversation and just talk about a variety of topics, and I don't necessarily take as many pitches. I don't necessarily have the same plate discipline I would if I wasn't streaming and just focused only on the game, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not making excuses for anything. I just want to throw those things out there. So that's why sometimes, I start to get over aggressive. I have to realize that and make an adjustment. I think that can happen to all of us as we play this game. I think that sometimes we just get a little too aggressive. We feel that we can hit some of these pitches that are on the borderline of the strike zone, pitches that are just off the plate. We still feel that we can hit them if we have good timing, if we get the PCI to it and square it up, then we can have a lot of success. But I'm really looking for pitches over the middle of the plate. I'm looking to try to pull anything he throws on the inside corner. You have to react a little bit quicker to those inside pitches. And if I'm feeling comfortable at the plate, I don't mind sitting on the outside corner if I'm going to be able to react. Now, with lefties, I'm usually sitting on the inside corner. I feel that for me personally, it is sometimes more comfortable for me to start the left stick slightly to the right and sit inside with the lefty or outside with the righty if I'm facing a left-handed pitcher. For the most part, if I'm facing a righty on righty, I'm going to start the PCI on the inside to try and take away that running fastball or that fastball that has movement in on the hands. In this situation, I ended up losing that game 1-0. I did have multiple chances to score, but I wanted to include that last pitch with Mickey Mantle. I swung just early, just got on top of it, hit a line drive. If I wait a little bit longer for that slide step changeup to come in, but I definitely had more chances to score that 1 run, and it should not have come down to that last at-bat. Anyway, I started to have a couple more good swings, and sometimes all it takes is a few good swings. If you're in a little bit of a mini slump, for example, that last game, I just didn't really get anything going. It was the first game I played during my live stream today. And that's not me making any excuses. It's just something that I notice sometimes when I start to play. The very first game of the day, I'm slightly off on my timing. So hopefully we can turn that around a little bit more in these next few games here. Start off this one with the perfect line drive from Mickey Mantle. If you notice, I have the matchup in my favor, such as we're facing a lefty with a righty up at the plate. And I'm sitting on the outside corner because I felt more comfortable moving the PCI inside with a righty for that fastball and turning on it. I will do the same exact thing here with Adalberto Mondesi. As you can see, I kind of was sitting low and away. I moved the PCI up and in as I noticed immediately that it was a fastball up and inside. Hit it with perfect, a no-doubt home run with that feedback. So same type of thing here. Still waiting for the outside pitch. The opponent was throwing, he wasn't really predictable at all throughout this game so far. 15 pitches. I had a 2-out rally started up and continued on in this inning. But he threw a couple pitches over the middle of the plate once he gave up a few runs, and that's entirely due to the confidence meter. As you can see here, he has 17 pitches. His confidence and energy is all the way down. He's in the yellow because it's a shortened 3-inning game already. He also has no confidence because he's getting hit around a little bit, and the opponent didn't pause the game or go to his quick menu to take a mound visit. So anything over the middle, I'm really trying to take advantage. Next inning, once we bat around, we had our pitcher up with 2 outs, got out with our pitcher. Next inning, I'm looking to tack on more runs. Leadoff batter up at the plate. Mickey Mantle hits a no-doubter to start it off. This is a brand new pitcher, and we start to see more pitches. We start to get the pitch count up, and also in his second inning of work. The 2 outs in this inning were pretty good swings. I had one perfect line out, another good squared up to the center fielder. Both of the line outs were to the center fielder. I don't really know what happened to this clip right here. It kind of glitched out, but the previous play, the left fielder missed the ball. That's Dylan Carlson out there in left field, and anytime that happens, you really want to try and take advantage of a good swing, a good opportunity, and that's exactly what this opponent did right here. Hits a 2-run shot against me at Polo Grounds. Pretty sure he hits another one right here with Ketel Marte. But basically what you want to do is wait for a pitch over the middle of the plate. Once you score some runs, you're going to get the confidence down. Now in ranked seasons, it is a little bit different. But when you have the matchup in your favor, you really want to go with the pitch. You want to go the other way with it. Here I was sitting inside. I felt like I could get to the outside pitch and go the other way with it pretty successfully, pretty consistently at this point. Now I'm a few games into the stream, starting to warm up a little bit and starting to get locked in at the plate. Most of the time when I play this game, I don't really play for a lot of hours continuously. I like to take little mini breaks and do things in between, like maybe something on the computer, maybe work on a video, something like that. I like to take little breaks because it helps me take a break from the game. That way I don't get, tired and my eyes start to get tired to where my reaction isn't as good. I like to take little breaks to eat some snacks and little things like that, just when I'm focused on creating content and focused on grinding these event games out. Now when I'm streaming, I'm not even really paying attention to the game. So in this situation, I started to hit the ball pretty well, but I'm not even focused on the game. These are mostly all reactions and just trying to see the ball, hit the ball. That's really what it is. Because I've played this game for so many years and I've had a lot of practice, no, I'm not the best, but I do feel more comfortable at the plate, and I feel that I can kind of go on autopilot at times and just try and react. I have the same approach. It's almost like I have that approach on autopilot. If I notice a pitch low in the zone, hopefully I can take it. If I'm not really focused on the game and I'm more focused on the chat, then sometimes, we strike out looking, we forget the count, we don't swing at pitches that we probably should early in the count, little things like that. I know I need to continue to improve in this game, but I'm also trying to help you all out as much as I can. I'm trying to show you good swings. I'm trying to show you PCI placement, feedback, my thoughts on why I think some of these are hits, some of these are outs, or what gets good exit velocities. The thing that we don't know in all of this video is the pitcher's feedback. We don't know what the hit chances are on these hits because we can't tell what the feedback is from the pitcher. Sure, if I went into the batter analysis each and every game, I would be able to check out the hit chance, but I'm not really too concerned about that as I am trying to analyze the feedback and the swings with my own eye in the moment and try to figure out what I'm doing wrong, why I am lining out, why I'm popping up, why I'm just slightly off the ball. And it's little things. It's little things like just being comfortable, sensitivity of the PCI, sitting in a certain spot, being comfortable in that spot where you're sitting, and still be able to react to different locations in the zone. I know some of the best players in the entire world simply just react. They start their PCI in the middle of the zone, and they just wait for the pitcher to throw it. They do move it around a little bit before, but they just wait for the pitcher to throw and react. Sometimes I do that as well. I mean, that was kind of an example right there with Mickey Mantle. I just kind of sat over the middle of the plate, waited for Tom Glavine to pitch it, and I just kind of reacted with that. If I am not paying attention to the game, sometimes that happens. And also, if I'm feeling good, sometimes it's on purpose. So that's kind of interesting to say, but sometimes it is just by not paying attention. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm reading a message and talking about it. Then I look over, this guy's throwing the pitch. So sometimes you have to kind of train yourself to react in that way, and streaming has helped me in that sense. But there are a lot of good swings in this gameplay. The opponents I played were really good in this event, and I have taken a few L's. I mean, I'm not going to win every game. I'm not going to have every good swing, or every swing is a perfect swing, or every swing have good feedback or anything like that. I am looking to take pitches, so if you think I'm swinging at everything, take a look at some of the counts. In some cases, you are right. I was swinging at everything, and that's mainly when I'm not going to hit as well. I need to draw walks. I need to stay patient, get those pitches over the middle of the plate, especially on All-Star, because I know I'm giving up a ton of runs. So here we go. This is the last game of the video. This opponent just quit in the middle of this at-bat. Sometimes when you're taking a lot of pitches, the opponent doesn't really know what to throw, and it makes it really difficult to pitch to someone in that way. So thank you all for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and hopefully I was able to help you out in some way. I've been trying to upload as many hitting tips videos as possible. Peace out.